Welcome to STSPN's coverage live here at Snohomish Veterans Memorial Stadium. The first game of the year, it's a doozy. The Dick Armstrong Cup, the Grizzlies, Glacier Peak against the Snohomish Panthers. We're going to start you off, and glad you're here. As you see on your screen, Tim Boyle, my good partner, Scott Oshman here at the STSPN crew, with defensive coordinator for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies, Steve Hannon, and we're going to do our first edition, live edition here, game time edition of the Hannon's Huddle. I'm going to send it down to Tim Boyle. Tim, can you hear me? Tim, go. All right, Tim. There you go, Tim.
All right, welcome everybody. Tim Boyle, STSPN. We're here with our good friend Steve Hannon, coach of the defense. Steve, how you feeling today?
I'm a little nervous.
Okay. So tell us, what do you expect to see out of Snow? You know, first game of the year. We don't exactly know what we're going to see. What are you expecting to see out of Snohomish?
Yeah, well, that's what makes football so much fun. You had drastic turnover from Snohomish High School from last year's team to this year's team. We have turnover just like we do every year. You hope you prepared the kids well. We don't know very much about them and what they're going to do. We think we have some ideas and we prepared for that, but we have to be able to adjust on the fly.
Okay, so how about your defensive line this year? You lost a couple people, but how are you looking this year? Who are you expecting to stand out this year?
Well, we really think that's the strength of our team. We got Mo Fafita in the middle. He might be the best defensive player in the entire league. So there's a comfort blanket there, having Mo in the middle. His younger brother's going to start at tackle. We think that's a really good fit. And then Cuneo playing defensive end for us gives us a little bit more size than what we've had that defensive end position. And then the two outside linebackers might be the best football players that we have. So we like what we have up front.
Excellent. Okay, how about your secondary? You know, we got obviously everybody's expecting some big things of Guffey. What about the other guys?
Well, he's the only guy coming back. So the other guys are going to have to prove themselves. We think they're good players. We think they know what to do. We've taught them the correct techniques, we hope. And now we're just going to have to wait and watch, like all of us, and see what happens.
Okay, last question. Are we expecting, last year they were doing a little bit of the spread. They kind of, you know, Snohomish has been running, you know, kind of smash mouth football for 40 years. What are you expecting tonight?
I think they'll probably go back to that a little bit. I'm expecting to see more spread than two running back offensive sets, but I think we're going to see some two back stuff too.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Tim.
Oh, the start of many. Again, gorgeous, sunny Friday night here in downtown Snohomish. Got lots of great stuff coming up for the pregame. Next, here's some interviews done earlier in the week. We got other stuff. I guess we're going to do some Snohomish stuff. Stay with us. Lots to go here. Tip off at 7 o'clock on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Well, if you're not familiar with the Dick Armstrong Cup that started, this is the 3rd edition. Here's a little something to get you in the mood and a little history, and our good friend Tim Boyle will get you educated later, but enjoy. Us. Turn Tim on, please.
Testing 1.
Okay, that gets you in the mood a little bit. Scott Oshman along with the expert analyst Tim Boyle, TV Boyle. The gang is back again, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing great because this is my favorite game of the year. I've really come to love this game. The crowd is just electric, standing room only. So I'm doing great.
Well, it's good to have you. I'm just glad for just happy to get the invite, right?
Absolutely.
We got Todd Elvig, the 5-tool player, executive producer, man does everything. Eagle Eye Cuneo, John, the stat man, McLean, and also Leslie McLean, and also we got Shannon Cuneo. We got everybody back, man.
Did you talk about what about the wedge?
Oh, my gosh. Ron Henthorn will be doing sideline reporting. The wedge, he can get in an interview like nobody else I have ever met.
He's interviewing the ref right now. What are you talking about?
He's probably at the concession stand. He wants to know if they're stocked up tonight. But, again, this is the 3rd time that this game has taken place. Glacier Peak being victorious, but last year it was tight, Tim Boyle.
Well, it actually was real tight, unexpectedly. You know, Glacier Peak ended up winning that game, as we all know, but they shouldn't have won. Snohomish should have won that game. It took like a high snap or something at the end of the game for Snohomish was actually driving to win the game. So
31-29.
Yeah, 31-29.
Kai Smalley, his first year last year at Snohomish. A lot's been talked about his great friendship with Roy Rosenbaum, now coming into his 7th year. But this is always, the first game's so fun because you just don't know. A lot of new kids, and we really don't know much about the Snohomish Panthers this year.
We don't. In fact, you know, talking to Coach Hannon, he's the same way, you know, because they don't have film for the first game. Nobody has, and Snohomish doesn't have film on Glacier Peak. So it's kind of a guessing game. They can kind of like just kind of hope they know what they're going to do, but you really don't.
And to meet, we'll get back with more pregame here. Scott and Tim, the gang's all here. But first, we're going to roll up some players to get to know who is the 2014 Snohomish Panthers.
Bryce Lipke, I'm a running back and linebacker, and I'm a junior. Jonas Skalski, middle linebacker, senior.
Derek DeVries, middle linebacker, junior.
Peyton Plucker, cornerback, junior.
Taylor DeVries, receiver, sophomore. Saxon Duggar, safety, sophomore.
Bailey Hoffenshire, defensive end, sophomore.
Blake Anderson, linebacker, sophomore. Jonathan Johnson, weak safety.
Okay, my name is Brandon Jordock. I'm quarterback and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Josh Johnston. I play outside receiver and weak safety, and I will be a sophomore.
I'm Gavin Bullock. I play wide receiver. I'm a junior this year.
I'm Jess Harris. I'm a sophomore and I play slot receiver.
Jackson Stainer. I'm a left guard and I'm a sophomore. Ty Roth, corner, sophomore.
Kevin Lopez, corner, sophomore.
Hayden DeYoung, corner, sophomore.
I'm Jake Norman. I play wide receiver, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Jaron Voss, nose guard, and a sophomore.
Brad Raymond, wide receiver, sophomore.
William Sanders, center, sophomore.
My name is Riley Esponte. I am a junior, and I'm a wide receiver.
Cody McDaniel, quarterback. I'm a junior.
I'm Brennan Judy. I'm a kicker, and I'm a junior.
I'm Garrett Henry. I play right guard, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, I'm Tristan Palma. I'm wide receiver, number 25.
My name's Wyatt Gardner, center, and I'm junior.
I'm Connor Hintz. I'm a sophomore and I play center.
My name is Jacob Regis. I'm a sophomore, and I play right guard.
Mel Miller. My name is Mel Miller. I'm a receiver, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is AJ Gotti. I'm a wide receiver, and I'm a junior.
Nate McIver, strong safety, junior.
My name is Deacon Tebow, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm a running back.
I'm DJ Lawrence. I'm a sophomore, and I'm right tackle.
I'm Keegan Stitch, running back, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Ray Stefano. I'm a linebacker, and I'm also a sophomore.
Boomer Vori, corner, slot receiver, senior.
Ben Amoski, I'm a punter and a middle linebacker, and I'm a senior.
I'm Nathan Jacobson, play left tackle and DN, and I'm senior.
Marcos Garcia, defensive tackle, senior.
Hey, I'm Joel Williamson. I'm a wide receiver and a kicker, and I'm a junior. Back live here, Snohomish Veterans Memorial Stadium. It is opening night, prep sports, nothing like it. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle. Let's go down, see if we can get the wedge. Ron Henthor down on the field. Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, how you guys up in the booth tonight? Great night for a cat fight and a bear fight here. We're getting ready for the coin toss out here on the field, so if I can get a little closer out here, we'll see if I can pick up what's going on.
Ron's going to break down the coin toss for us.
He will. We're stretching the technology here.
Hang on a minute. See if I can get some here.
Vegas odds has 2-1 Glacier Peak gets the coin toss.
Wait, do you got a quarter on you?
No, but can I borrow one?
Should we do should we do a toss up in the booth?
We're going to ask for captains. You guys are going to come up.
Oh, there we got some audio.
Explain it to you. If you guys don't understand, make sure you ask me to re-explain it, and then we'll go with what you guys want to do. Okay? Questions? Okay. On the scoreboard, the visitors, Glacier Peak is home, Snohomish visitors, and we'll call it. Who's going to call it? What are you going to call?
Heads.
Heads he's going to call. Okay. I'm going to draw it, but it calls. Heads to do it. Okay. Kick, receive, defend the goal.
Receive.
It's going to be over here.
All right, there you have the coin toss.
What was that, Ron?
Yeah.
Who won
You
it?
pick that up from the referee.
We could get some of it. We didn't.
Snohomish is going to receive.
Did they win the toss?
So
Or did Glacier
back
Peak?
to you up in the booth, guys. Hope we have a great game here tonight. Thanks.
The wedge, Ron Henthorn down there. He'll give us the story. Nobody does that, by the way. STSPN right there on the field in the middle, Ron.
Nobody's got the guts to go get the coin toss.
Snohomish is going to receive again. Prep football around. We're excited this year. The 2014 partners with the Everett Herald. Go to heraldnet.com. You can see live games. The Jackson Edmonds Woodway game start at 5 o'clock. Tim Boyle. Oh my goodness. Edmonds Woodway up 35-7 going into the third. You got to be kidding me. Over Jackson, excuse me.
And you know why that's a problem?
Why?
Because we play Edmonds Woodway this year.
Yes, we'll talk about that.
I don't want to steal anybody's thunder, but that's why that's a problem.
No, the big. Tell us about that. That's a good time to talk about the big changes in the league and the seedings, and Edmonds Woodway with 4A now and 3A.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit of a problem because Edmonds Woodway is usually really tough, and hey, we're only 3 or 4 years away from when they were in the state championship, so that's going to definitely make the division a little bit harder to win. October
24th, that's at Edmonds Woodway. And again, our good sister station, our streaming partners, SLSN. You can listen to Steve Willits and everybody over on SLSN. So big-time live web streaming on STSPN and SLSN. But tonight, it's Glacier Peak and Snohomish, the Dick Armstrong Cup.
For those of us that don't know about Dick Armstrong, tell us a little bit about the history of Snohomish football and Dick Armstrong.
Oh, well, geez, where do you start? Well, one, there's a nice big statue of him as you're walking into the stadium, right? That's actually, for those of you that don't know, that's Dick Armstrong. He was the coach here for, geez, I don't know how many years, 20, 30 years. And when he retired, he was the winningest coach in the state of Washington football history. But he has 2 state championships, 76 and 78. He had a string where he won 13 straight league championships. So,
wow.
And a lot of these, I don't know what the number is today, but I think last year there was 17 coaches involved in this game that were actually played under him in some sort of capacity. And I know Rowe played for him, and so he's got branches that spread all over the place.
It's a coaching tree like Walsh and the pros and
exactly
all
right.
those guys. I mean, it just keeps on going. What a legacy! And that why I remember when we started, the news came out to have this game, what we were going to call it. And it's really cool that Dick Armstrong got
It's really
won.
cool that stuck around,
Yes.
and some notable alums. Some notable alums are, you got Rick Fenney, you got Keith Gilbertson, trying to
Gilby.
think of Tom Cable, Kurt Marsh.
Tom Cable, it's huge.
And just some big names. They were kind of like what Bellevue is now. I mean, they were the powerhouse, and so a lot of history here.
As they start to introduce the lineups here, we're getting ready, about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Again, just joining us, Snohomish is going to receive first of all, so we will start with that. Some other notables is the quarterback, and we're going to talk about that right after this. You're watching Glacier Peak Football on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
Make sure you check out the Facebook page, STSPN. Also, you can check myself and Mr. Boyle on Twitter. Scott, it's OHSMAN. Scott, SCOTT, OHSMAN. And Tim is T Boyle, BOYLE 15. That's your
Twitter. Yep.
Twitter handle. But
we already got Michelle Becerra chiming in. I think I saw Marcus or
Chris. You saw Chris Becerra,
yeah, on the sidelines, yeah.
Yeah, the alumni, in fact, a special treat, a phenomenal, probably if they had a Hall of Fame of Glacier Peak in its short history, one of the Hall of Famers, we're going to call him, one of our good friends who came back tonight. We're going to have him at halftime. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Maybe you want to guess. Maybe you want to make some guesses out there on Facebook or Twitter, but we're glad you're here. Let's talk a little bit about the big stories here for Glacier Peak. Again, the second year in a row, sometimes third or fourth. Who's going to be the quarterback?
Well, and the people at home don't know this right now, so you're going to hear it here before everybody else does. But I guess it was a big battle, and the coaches haven't let anybody know. But here at STSPN, we're going to be the first ones to tell you. I'll let you tell them, Scott.
No, come on, Tim. You get the honors.
Well, it's our guy Broadway Brady. He got the nod, so he's going to be starting tonight.
Yeah, if you're a longtime STSPN basketball watcher, you might notice old Brady, 6'4", and you just saw him down the field. He's all of 6'4".
Oh, yeah, they're not exaggerating that. That's not one of those college basketball things where they're exaggerating by 3 inches. He might even be 6'5", but Broadway Brady gets the start tonight.
Big news. Again, the transfer in, Devin Rainbow from Bothell. Again, a junior, 6'1", 165 comes in, and boy, he gave a heck of a run for the starting job. As you see the Snohomish Panthers under second-year coach Kai Smalley come out to the field, and they get a roaring applause, and it's a good crowd tonight, Tim.
Standing room only, and they're still filtering in. If you look out by the parking lot's been full since like 5:30 here. And you look out there, and there's still people filtering in. They're not going to be able to find a seat. But I remember, was it last year or the year before, there was several thousand people just in the overfill section. So And it's a beautiful night for football,
it is.
too.
It's absolutely perfect. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go away. Big time prep football coming up on STSPN. Buying a new home in the beautiful Snohomish area? I got great news. Look no further than Gilpin Realty. You want to make sure you talk to Leela and Ray Cook. They understand. There's somebody you can trust if you're looking for new construction. They know the community. They know the schools. Why? Because they're lifelong Snohomish residents, and they have 32 years of real estate experience. So if you're buying, if you're selling, if you're looking for a house for your family, there's nowhere else to go than Leela and Ray Cook. Give them a call or check out all their properties right now at gilpinrealty.com. Now you see Glacier Peak come out, Tim, and this is a great visual right here. You see kind of the depth and the amount of kids.
Glacier Peak's got like 105 on their roster, I think, as opposed to like 60-something for Snohomish. And if you just look, hey, Glacier Peak's got 2 full rows of people. I mean, that's going to be a problem for Snohomish tonight, I think. You know, it remains to be seen. It's the first game of the year. But speaking of that, what do you know about the quarterback position?
Kobe McDaniel is getting the start. He's a junior, and they're very high on Kobe, 6'2", 175. Been to a lot of pretty prominent QB camps this summer. They're looking for big things for him. You might have saw early in the week or posted on the STSPN Facebook page. Todd Elvig did a nice interview with Kobe and Boomer number 29. You're going to see him all night long as we're going to pause for a national anthem.
Are you a whiz in filmmaking? Do you want to become extraordinary in filmmaking? Then come to Shoreline Community College and work with Shoreline Productions, where you will learn to transform your work in teams of working professionals and students to create enchanting effects such as green screen, text animation, and so much more. So come to Shoreline Community College, where you can mystify and dazzle in filmmaking.
I tell you what, Tim Boyle, if you're not excited about Friday night football,
something's wrong with you.
Something is wrong. A gorgeous sunny day here, a Friday night in downtown Snohomish. Oh, man, just happy to be here again. We're glad you're with us. Check out on Facebook, STSPN. Also, Scott, OHSMAN on Twitter. And also, TBoyle15 is also Tim's Twitter handle. Got a new nickname here. A lot of talk this week locally about number 12, Spencer Pettit.
Yeah, and, you know, last year we nicknamed him the Weapon. But the other one we want to throw out at you is Legatron. So
I like it.
We got people in the booth laughing anyway. But we want to hear what you think. Do you like the Weapon or do you like Legatron?
Well, we talked to
hit us on the Facebook page.
Absolutely, and we talked to his mom, Kim Pettit. Now the president of the Booster Club there, Mr. Boyle, but I didn't tell her.
You're name dropping on us.
I wanted to, I wanted her to hear it and just see how it sat, how it felt.
Are they listening to us right now?
They could be, the Pettits do. They have a long reach, though, the Pettits.
They do.
And we're happy. He's getting the start at cornerback tonight, and I'm not happy about it. I don't want Legatron to get hurt.
I know, but I think I was talking to Hannon, he asked for that. He wanted to get out and play. He wants to do more than just kick the ball.
Yeah, I know. He's actually a very good athlete. He can throw the ball. He's a tremendous kid, honor student.
There he is, right coming on the front of your screen there.
There he is.
And speaking of that, there was a great article. He's ranked 8th in the country as a kicker right now. So our very own Spencer Pettit, ranked number 8.
Speaking of Spencer Legatron or the Weapon Pettit, let's talk about Tim Boyle's prediction for tonight's game on Glacier Peak Snohomish, the Dick Armstrong Cup.
I have to apologize in advance because I think I'm going to make some people mad on this one that are Snohomish fans. Scott, I don't think it's going to be as close as everybody thinks, and it's because of depth. I think it's going to be close early, but I actually think Glacier Peak's going to run away with it. My prediction's 42-13.
Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. You know me. The only spread I like is 3 points, and I'm going 24-21 GP tonight on a Legatron field goal from 40+.
What's funny about that, Scott, is I think that's your prediction the first game of last year, and you got it right on the number last year.
You cannot go away with what works for you, but now I'm completely jinxed.
So, and you know what? It's hard to say first game of the season. And the other thing, these coaches are friends. I don't know that Rowe would rack up 42 points on him anyway, so I could be way off on this one. But I got to stick with it because you told me I couldn't change my mind. For the record, I wanted to change my mind.
Oh, goodness. All right, we're getting ready for kickoff again. Excited to have the Everett Herald as a partner. You can see we're shooting. We got 4 games going on between Snohomish Sports Network and also SLSN, the Sound Live Sports Network. And we'll see. We'll get numbers. You got to be patient with us out here. Again, the rosters are always tough the first week. And to kick it off is Spencer Pettit, and we'll try and see who's back to receive. And the good thing about Pettit,
they were playing him real short.
That's number 27, gets to the 10. He's hit mean right there at the 15. He's down. That's Keegan Stitch, and we know the Stitch name for sure. His older brother putting some damage last year, and that's the freshman, Keegan.
One of just, a couple freshmen out there tonight, right?
I think you'll see a couple freshmen on the Panther side. I don't believe we have any freshmen suiting up on Glacier Peak, but here we go, the first series. The Panthers going to start it off.
False start. They tried to run some trickery.
Starting from their 18. Again, first time starting quarterback, Kobe McDaniel. You got 29, Boomer Vori in the back. And we talked about what kind of offense is Kai Smalley going to run. Sun right in their eyes, Tim.
Yep, it's not the spread right now.
He hands it off to big number 21.
Well, the good news is he gets his 5 yards back, so it'll probably be about 2nd and 10.
I think that's Brownie Connor. It is. The senior, 6'1", 215 pounds, leaves him, though no gain, 2nd and 10 from the 18. McDaniel hands it again to Brownie. He gets wrapped up. Guppy, ball's on the ground. Glacier Peak recovers at the Snohomish 30.
Is that Guffey that came up with that? I can't.
He popped it out. Looks like Darling and also
number 5.
Number 5.
Who is number 5 this year?
That is. We'll tell you in just a minute.
Bear with us, folks. We don't have. They didn't give us a roster.
Number 5, Wolhoff, Devin Wolhoff.
Devin Wolhoff. Okay. Well, they kind of ran the same play back to back, and they stripped the ball from him and shot out in front, and Glacier Peak picked it up. So they got first and 10 on the 30. Great field position.
And here comes senior number 7, Broadway Brady Southard. In the backfield for him is number 34, We'll talk about the injuries plaguing the Glacier Peak Grizzlies, but that's Ian Black, who had some great time, the junior last year.
Yeah, you got Guffey right out here on the outside, the near side here.
McCoy now kind of on a wing back.
Oh, that's going to be an off.
A delay of game, maybe?
It looks like it. Oh, no, you know what? They called a timeout. I think they called a timeout right before the delay of game hit, because the back judge actually threw his flag. So. And
if you see, I know we're right now on the Panthers down there, but if you look at the Glacier Peak huddle right now, that's a big change this year. Rory Rosenbaugh leaving the reins of offensive coordinator to Mr. Bender.
It is a big change, because I think Roy really enjoyed calling the plays and being the riverboat gambler, and now he's the special teams coach.
But Rory, he looks like he's out there as well talking to the kids. Bender, we'll see. I think he might be up in the booth, actually. But he's been coaching with Rory for many, many years here. He is the offense. He does a lot. He is the new offensive coordinator, though. So we'll try it again. 1st and 15 is what they have on the board. I think that's incorrect. It's 1st and 10. There we go, on the 30.
10, yep.
Wonder how much that sun is affecting. Again, Snohomish practices here, so it shouldn't be as big of an issue for them.
It's not going to be in about 10 minutes or so.
McCoy, number 8 there. They hand it off to Black. Black right up the middle. He'll take 2.
Yeah, good job on the D-line there. They saw that all the way.
And that's one of the stories for the Panthers, Tim, is this big offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because some of the guys look really small and some of them look really big. They got one guy that looks like he's about 5'4" on the defensive line.
Brady, first pass of the year, tries to go to McCoy over the outstretched arms, incomplete. Will leave him 3rd and 8.
And he had McCoy open there, just, little first quarter jitters.
Andrew McCoy, the junior, 6'2", 205. Last year came in, tried to vie for the starting quarterback job. Then they, second or third game, they got him an outside linebacker, and they started saying, hey, enough with the quarterbacking. You're going to be a defensive player. This year he's getting on offense. 3rd and 8, rolling left. Brady goes over, tries to get it to number 5, Wolhoff. Incomplete.
He threw it behind him, so Brady's got to brush off the jitters here because he missed a couple open receivers here. 4th and 8, so is Legatron coming out?
The 28, I see the Legatron, the weapon, is coming out.
It's a 45-yarder, folks. This is no chip shot for high school football.
No.
You people back at home, if you've been watching the NFL too much, it's kind of routine for them, but not in high school. This is a long field goal.
Davis Van Ness, the hold. It's up from the right hash.
Got it, I think.
It is
good. A 45-yarder from Legatron. Or the weapon.
I told you.
I'm not trying to sway anybody.
So Glacier Peak didn't look very pretty on their opening drive, as well Snohomish. The turnover comes back and bite him, and with 10:44 in the first, it's Glacier Peak 3 and Snohomish 0. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Oh, the first game, always interesting. It's almost like just seeing what's going to happen. It's a mystery out there.
Oh, yeah. Tightwad Hill's starting to fill up there. There's nowhere else for these people to go. All right, here we go.
Pettit off to kick again. Right in the sun.
They're playing him really short for some reason.
This one hits the end zone, and that will not be returned because it cannot be returned.
Not in high school football. So he gets that, but for some reason, I don't know if you noticed, but they're playing him like they're afraid he's gonna pooch it or do onside kick or something.
Yeah, Pettit, remember early in the year last year, he would boom them and there was no return. And all of a sudden, he started shortening up. We were giving him a hard time if he'd outworked his leg. This, again, over to Brownie. Brown goes over. He'll gain 2 on the right side, Tim.
The other thing that happens is it gets colder at night, so the ball doesn't travel as far as you get deeper into the season.
Great point.
They're trying to suck them up because they're going to throw it in a minute.
Now you're seeing a little bit more of a spread here.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Oh.
McDaniel's going to go down, and he does. The first sack for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. It's number 45, and I think that's Malachi Mofida.
Question me not, Malachi.
He's a sophomore. Yeah, I know. We were talking about that. I don't know. You said this early in our pregame meetings.
They chime in. Let us know what movie that's from. Back in the 80s, I think.
3rd and 15 now for McDaniel. Empty set. Looks. He finally gets rid of it. It's delivered and caught at the 20 to the 25. He'll get almost to the 30.
I think he's close to a first down. You know, the defensive linebacker almost got to him. So that was actually a good play by the quarterback because he was just about to get sacked.
Riley Responte, the junior, with a good pickup. Short of the first down, yes, just a few yards.
4th and 3.
Too deep, though, to go for it.
Kind of gave him a bad spot, I thought.
Only down 3-0. Yeah, and look at this
punter. Look at the sun's right in his eyes.
Does a nice job catching it and getting it off.
That's
fair catch is called by Darling.
The Brunswick.
So the Brunswick is not going to be carrying the ball from the backfield, more of a split wide out, more receiver.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad.
1st and 10 now, right at the mid-stripe. They hand it off.
It's going to be a flag. I think that's going to be an illegal motion or false start there. It's going to go against the, well, they're saying off. They jumped off sides. Wow. They like that.
1st and 5. The handoff was to number 13, Jensen, Brendan Jensen. Another senior.
Doesn't count, though.
No. Hopefully he wants it again, though. He's saying, same play. It worked. We're great. We got 5 yards. Beautiful Snohomish veterans pull right in my way. Brady back to pass, going deep down the near sideline. He's got Guppy. Incomplete.
And that was actually a nice pass from Brady. Unlike the first 2 he threw, just kind of Guffey went over the wrong shoulder there.
Good coverage by 29, Boomer Vore, again the senior. In the preseason interviews, a lot of talked about his running and catching, but he's one of the top defenders on the Panther squad, and they look forward to his impact from the defensive side. Leaves 2nd and 5 now from the Snohomish 44. In motion, Dexter Carter. Carter gets it on the right side, finds the seam to the 40, to the 30, and he'll go down there. A nice open field tackle, but introducing Dexter Carter, number 1.
And they're kind of using him like a Percy Harvin, kind of, what did we say? What'd you just say? 4.3940 for Dexter Carter. That is lightning fast for a high school kid.
1st and 10 on the Panther 31. Now rolling left to the far side. He's got trouble, and Brady, thinks about tossing it, but he's going to go down. A huge sack for number 61 on Snohomish, Nathan Jacobson.
That's going to be like a 14-yard loss. Now, heads up, good thing Brady didn't. He was really thinking about getting rid of that, like pitching it off to somebody, and it was a good thing he just held on to it.
Now, let me tell you.
Now, look where they spot the ball.
They do that every year.
I know. Remember, we always talk about that.
4th year we're going to go nuts over this. It should have been
about 10 yards back from there where he got hit.
2nd and 18, again now at the 38. Talk about the big boys up front, number 76. Jonah Vaughn. Brady under center, now hands it off to Jensen. He piles forward for a few. He'll get maybe a couple, 2 or 3.
That brings up, what, 3rd and 15 or 16?
About 3rd and 13.
3rd and 15 is what they're saying. They're going to have to, right now, I don't know if they're in field goal range right here.
Jensen in the backfield, Guffey on the near side. Brady back to pass. He's got pressure, and he's going to go down one more time as the white helmets swarm Broadway Brady.
Well, now we're looking, just food for thought here. You're looking at about a 57-yard field goal here.
I love it. Wind up the Legatron.
Hey, why not? Let's see what I think they're going to punt.
Well,
there's Spencer's going out there.
Well, Spencer is the punter as well.
Okay, then either way he's going out there.
Which is great for Glacier Peak to disguise. You just never know what he's going to do.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a punt. See, if they could have got like 4 or 5 yards on that, it would have made it interesting.
Great series for Snohomish there. Jonah Vaughn, 76, 6'6", 260 pounds. Alex Fairhurst, he's 6'5", big guy, is the punt. Nice punt by Spencer. Looks like it's going to be downed at the 18, 19-yard line. So Snohomish down 3-0 with 6:57 left to go here in the first quarter. Tim, any observations? Again, typical first game, right? Ugly.
Yeah, I think the observation is Glacier Peak, from their standpoint, they really can't get anything going. They got the field goal, obviously, but that was just because of their field position. They're struggling.
McDaniel now hands it. Now a little trickery back to Boomer on the right side. Played great there by Jensen. And then Darling there to clean it up. A good play.
Number 13's the one that who's 13?
Jensen.
Yeah. He actually saved about 20 yards on that play.
Brendan Jensen, he's going to play both ways. Running back, again, we'll talk about Colton Bunt, who was supposed to be the starting running back, and everyone was excited in Grizzlyville.
I was very excited.
Me too.
Colton Bunt broke his back this summer playing baseball.
Don't know what's going on in the refs now. It's 2nd down and 4 on the Panther 26-yard line. Handoff now to Big Brown, and he busts up a first down for the Panthers. Again, tackled by Jensen. But a good-looking, boy, it was they spread the middle of the field right there, Tim.
Yeah, and he's a bruiser of a running back, and that kind of looks like traditional Snohomish football play right there.
Connor Brown.
Now they're kind of in a spread offense. So they're mixing up their offense quite a bit.
McDaniel back to pass. Goes up top to nobody. Overthrown. Lucky that one didn't get picked off. Was intended for Peyton Plucker.
Yeah, I think he got tied up in the with the secondary and couldn't quite get through. Not the way that was planned.
Again, if we're going by a roster that was given to us here at the stadium, so if we're wrong on some numbers, we apologize. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 33. Fakes it to Brown. Now goes over. Again, complete, but nicely played as he dives forward. Number 24, Josh Johnston. He'll gain a couple, but good defense on the outside by Glacier Peak.
Who was that? 34 is Ian Black, yeah. Good tackle there.
Again, Hannon talking in Hannon's huddle with you that he is very, very excited about his linebacking crew. 3rd and 8 now on the 34. McDaniel back to pass. He about gets crushed, lets it go, and it's incomplete. He lucky to get away with that one. Spencer Pettit, the closest to it.
And McCoy came in and just leveled the quarterback, so threw his rhythm off a little bit.
Trying to go to either Johnson or Plucker, but yeah, he had to throw it a lot sooner than he wanted to.
So who do we got back here returning this one?
We should have
It's either Guffey or
20. That is Guffey, 21, the hitman.
Is that Guffey? Okay.
And we'll see if we can get a name.
Like to see
it
get in his hands, and
they ran into the punter, Tim. That the flag has been thrown. It was 4th and 8.
That's coming back, ladies and gentlemen.
They down it at the 26, but we do think it is coming back.
Question is what?
Ben Demachowski, a senior.
Are they going to have to kick it over, or are they going to give? Not sure if that's a 15-yard variety there. They may only have one in high school.
.551 here, first quarter, opening night on Snohomish Times Sports Network. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle. Glad you're with us. Check us out again. Talk to us on the Facebook page, STSPN. And what are they going to do?
They're going to mark. He's going to mark it off right here. There's 5 yards. It's only a 5-yard variety, so they're going to have to punt it again. Good break there for Glacier Peak.
Demachowski gonna get another try. 5'11", 205. Not sure what the net was on that last punt, but he'll get another try.
It wasn't a very good punt, so it could end up being good for either team.
Darling joins Guffey to receive it. Punts out. This one looks a little bit better. There's a fair catch right at the 30 by Matthew Darling.
So, yep, 1st and 10 at the 30, they're going to get it.
Only a field goal in first quarter action here, Snohomish Glacier Peak. 3-0 Glacier Peak on a 45-yard field goal by Spencer the Legatron Pettit. How'd that sound?
I don't think it's the Legatron.
Oh.
It's Legatron.
Oh, now.
If it was the weapon, it's the weapon.
Oh, my goodness.
But if it's Legatron, it's just Legatron.
He just made this up an hour ago. He's already calling legal for trademark violations.
That's what we do here.
1st and 10. Brady gets it off to Ian Black. And Ian is tackled forward by big number 77. That's Alex Fairhurst, 6'5", 250, Tim.
That's a big boy. He's one of their top players too. We'll be seeing him a lot tonight. Now Broadway Brady, he needs to complete a pass here. He's still looking for that first completion.
Giving him 4 there. They fake the handoff. Here goes Brady Southard on the outside.
First down.
Crosses the 50 into Panther territory, and big 6'4". Boy, he looks like slow motion, and I don't know what's happening. The carpet just moves underneath his feet.
It's a lot like that last year, too. He kind of had that same – he wasn't nearly as fast as Corwin, but for some reason he gets the job done, and that was a good pickup there.
He ran 30 times for 87 yards. He scored 2 touchdowns last year when he shared the duties.
It's not easy to tackle at 6'4", 220.
1st and 10. He keeps it again, thinks about pitching. Now he's going to keep it.
Well, he's still got 7 yards.
Good job. The little option QB doesn't look like an option QB.
That's kind of like a read option right there.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
The triple option, the wing tee.
Broadway. I think Broadway Brady's going to come out of halftime with a fur coat.
He could. He needs a good brim. 2nd and 4. Now on the Panther 43. Brady going to the air, going deep down the side. He wants Guffey. It's a fair ball, and it's intercepted by Boomer. It was a jump ball at the 10, and Boomer 29 comes down with it. The hitman, Guffey, loses it in the air. Big pickoff.
You know what? We needed the call like the Green Bay Packer call a couple years ago with the Golden Tate, because that was like the exact same type of play. On that one, Brady hung that up a little bit too high. He would have had Guffey if he would have thrown it a little, not so much trajectory.
Trajectory. Well, they now have 2 one each turnovers. A big turnover right there gives Snohomish the ball deep in their zone. McDaniel.
Not much doing there, about a yard.
Brown with the ball. Again, let's talk about, you see number 51, Mosese Fafita. Again, heralded senior coming in. You got 70 on the right side, Bert Cuneo.
And all those guys are going to come up big, I think. And Mosese, I'd look for him to be all league.
Shotgun, give it to Brown. Cuneo gets a hand on him, can't get him down. Now he falls forward. 2 Grizzlies finally get him down, and he's just short of the first, though.
And he broke about 3 or 4 tackles on that. He's going to be about a yard short.
Bert Cuneo, a great story. Obviously, Eagle Eye Cuneo. We're a little biased up here in the booth as we are for all the kids. Really his second year playing football. They get it to Brown. He's tackled in the backfield by Ian Black.
And Justin Guffey in there. That's going to be 4th and about 4 now. I think he lost 2 or 3 yards on that, so they're going to have to punt from deep.
What a play by the Grizzlies. They loaded the box.
They knew it was coming.
Broadcast tonight brought to you by Gilpin Realty. Want to thank them. Again, Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, and the STSPN gang. We're all back. We're glad to be here. We're excited. Friday night football.
Guffey's the lone person to receive here. Ooh, they almost blocked that.
To Machowski. Guffey takes it on the run. Can't quite elude the tackler, and he'll get it, though, in great field position right at the 32.
Well, gutsy play by the hitman there. He was a lot of people would have done a fair catch on that, but he actually got Glacier Peak about 10 yards on that.
He was leaning forward as he caught the ball.
He was. He wanted it.
So not a lot of offense. Your prediction here.
That's still early. Come on,
it is
now.
Very early. Just kidding. 2:29 left in the first quarter.
No,
Glacier
I think
pick up 3-0.
I think I might be way off now.
No, come on. You can't back it.
I'm changing it.
Come on. Last time Brady went for it. And here's Rainbow in at quarterback. Hands off to number 13, Jensen. So.
Wow, I didn't even catch that. Devin Rainbow.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Exactly. The junior out of Bothell. The junior transfer. Maybe they're going to do dueling quarterbacks here.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Now at the 28-yard line. Gets it off to Jensen one more time, and he's hit high, and he kind of propels down, but he crosses the 20 into the 19. It's the red zone for Glacier Peak.
And a first down.
Brendan Jensen, 5'9", 175 senior. First time really getting a lot of touches at running back.
I think if I'm not mistaken, he's next door neighbors with Brady.
There's a timeout on the field, official timeout. Now we're getting going again.
Here we go.
1:51 left in the first quarter here. 1st and 10 inside the red zone on the 19. Devin Rainbow, his first start at Glacier Peak, hands it again up the middle to Jensen. He falls forward right to the 15.
Jensen's getting a lot of snaps here. A lot of looks.
One of the concerns, again, for Glacier Peak is that offensive line doing a nice job. 56, Stokely. Logan Pylon, 52. Jensen again now tries to cut the corner, but nothing's doing as the Panthers stop him. They're going to bring up a 3rd and 4 or 5 maybe.
I'm waiting to see Devin get his first, let him air it out a little bit here. Brady struggled a little bit with the pass. I don't think he had a completion yet.
I don't believe so. Rainbow now, you get your wish. Goes out, throws it, it's complete. And that's Darling, and it's a touchdown.
Oh, they mark him short.
Down at the 1, Matthew Darling with the first completion.
He was so close. He got stopped right on the goal line. That should have been a touchdown.
The 6'1", 165 senior, Rainbow, Devin Rainbow, first start here, the transfer. From Bothell coming in under center. Jensen in the backfield. Darling in the slot also. Now we see a timeout.
Calling timeout.
Or is this official again? Again, first night for the guys in the stripes as well.
Looks like it might have been Snohomish taking a timeout.
It is Snohomish. 3-0 Glacier Peak, 47 seconds left, but they are threatening right on the doorstep. Don't go away.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Are you looking for help selling or buying a new home in the beautiful Snohomish area? I got great news. Look no further than Gilpin Realty. You want to make sure you talk to Leela and Ray Cook. First and goal from the 1. Brady Southern got the start. The senior now. It's junior number 18, Devin Rainbow, under center. Jensen the backfield. He fakes it. Rainbow takes it in. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Nice little play by Rain. So Rainbow's looking pretty good right now. Do we have a quarterback controversy?
We might. We thought we had one coming into this first week. I mean, it was touch and go there. Rumor mill was
Oh, yeah.
full.
It was going back, and depending on who you asked.
So Glacier Peak with the big play being the pass play to Matthew Darling. Here comes number 12, Pettit, for the extra point. Hold is down. It looks good. It's up right through the uprights.
And deep.
So Glacier Peak jumps on top, 10-0 here. Still 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, you can check out the games at heraldnet.com. We also have them on STSPN.com.
How you feeling about your prediction now?
I'm still feeling good. I'm going to back it all the way in until
You're sticking
it's no
with
more.
it, huh? I'm liking mine a little bit more right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
One touchdown and you get cocky?
It's 10-0 in the first quarter. Come on.
Well, I think there's still some adjustments. I like, again, these big kids.
I mean, we're on pace for it to be 40-0 right now.
That's true. That's true. We better start writing. We need to write more filler.
Oh, he thinks I'm going to jinx it.
Eagle Eye
That was
Cuneo.
more for comic relief, though.
Yeah, our statistician, John McLean, telling us that some rats got in the wires and mucked everything up. We don't know who's done what. We do know that it is 10-0 and Glacier Peak is kicking off.
That we know is true.
That we do know is fact. Back to receive for the Snohomish Panthers. If they get to receive, Pettit.
They're not giving Pettit. That's 5 yards deep, ladies and gentlemen.
Keegan Stitch again back there, 27 to receive.
Percy Harvin wouldn't have run that one back.
He might have if he got to it. Earl Thomas would.
Well, he needs to be calling for fair catches.
It's an educational night. Great night, Seahawks.
It was a great night last night. We had some of the crew over last night, minus you, Scott.
Yeah, I know. I was otherwise busy. Back to football. 1st and 10, 20. McDaniel throws it over, intercepted! And that's Spencer Pettit. Not only does he kick it, but he just got his first pickoff.
Legatron intercepted?
Number 12, Spencer Pettit with the pick.
He read that like a book, too.
Yes, he did.
He was all over that.
Jump!
Now they're already at 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line? They're knocking at the door already.
Well, McDaniel wants that one back. I think Snohomish should stick to the running game. They had some things going there with Brown and get Boomer the ball a little bit more. But they'll turn to defense now. See if they can hold them. Brady Southard back in at the helm for quarterback. Black behind him. Ian gets the rock. Punches forward, might have gotten a couple.
Good job on the Snohomish defensive line there. They're not being pushed around. You got number 77, is it Fair?
Yep, that's Fairhurst. Yep.
Fairhurst, he's a player.
He is. Jonah Vaughn, again, they are big, 6'5", 6'6", right up front. 2nd and 8, time running out on the first quarter.
Oh,
Wolhoff in motion.
I think he drew him off sides. That's going to give him another 5 yards.
That's the senior Jacobson, another 6'5", 270 kid.
That was actually a good play by Brady, kind of hard snap there. Brady's back in for the record.
I said that, yes.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Sorry.
No, it's only the one time I did notice. Usually I don't notice.
Well, you noticed Rainbow coming in.
I happened to catch. I got lucky. Even a blind bear finds honey once again.
Second and 3. I think that quarter's going to run out here.
Oh, he gets it off. Running to his right, to the near side. Looking, throwing it in. It's a popped up, almost intercepted again by Boomer. This time he's going for number 25. That's Zach Argue.
He kind of threw that in the crowd a little bit. We got to get Brady's got to get the jitters out of here. A little rusty.
And as the first quarter comes to a close, want to give a big shout out to Cunio's always.
To transfer.
There.
Good job. He's going to need.
Cougars. Your last